What's good, Chad? We back, man. Shout out, who dropped this? Trap University, man. The worst thing about being a rapper. Shout out to everybody on the stream, man. Make sure y'all tapping into the lives. Make sure y'all tapping into the streams, man. Come chill with the guys, the militia, and the COBs, you know. Vibe, have a good time. And while you having a good time, let me know what you smoking on. It's different. We about to get into it, though.
Disappointment. There's somebody that made it out the hood with a multi-generational following and multi-million dollars, acting as if they want to impress somebody in the hood. You want to relate to the hood? Show them how to get out. This is a little different than what I usually do, but it's something that we have in every city. We all know.
But Chad, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, he said some real shit from the jump right
It's more
there.
disappointing than somebody that made it out the hood with a multi-generational following and multi-million dollars, acting as if they want to impress somebody in the hood. You want to relate to the hood? Show them how to get out. This is a little different than what I usually do, but it's something that we have in every city. We all know the biggest disappointment in my city, Lil Durk. A man with a Grammy Award caught in a Fed case because allegedly he was trying to avenge a crash out that should have never been around him. No disrespect to King Von, but you put your hands on somebody and they shoot you. That's called cause and effect. Ain't nothing to get back for. In fact, I hope Lil Durk is innocent because there's too many dead people around him for this to be the revenge he throws his life away for. Not to mention, the guys on every hit associated with his name are straight created players. That's not to say these guys ain't dangerous. According to one of them, they'll kill you just for a payment. But that's not how the streets work. If we friends, I shouldn't have to pay you to do nothing. Brick Baby, at nearly 40 years old, as impossible as it sounds, a porn star actually gave you the clout that rapping would have never given you. We all know that Adam wanted you to crash out to keep his revenue flowing, and you fell for it. But that's fine. You a gang member. I didn't expect nothing less. Adam is gonna put you in situations where your enemies get brought up and you gonna have something to say. It's just content, and you were getting paid for it too. But failing to realize that when it comes to you and the law, Adam is gonna choose the law every time. That makes him more mature than you. And he's a guy who I regard as having no soul at all. I won't mention any allegations on his name until
Man, that's a fact, bro. Adam 22, DJ Vlad, yo, and fucking Trap Lil Ross is killing the black youth. Yo, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Every episode, they don't bring up not one positive influence, bro. Not one positive influence that look like us, bro. They only bringing up niggas that they know is in drama so they could profit off the drama that the nigga could be profiting off himself, bruh. You feel me? And even then, 9 out of 10, motherfuckers don't even realize that they could even have that chance to profit off some shit, bro. Cause they ain't never seen that shit before. That's why what bro said at the start of this video is so important, bro. Cause niggas don't be having no examples. We don't be having no examples, bro. So we just out this bitch trying to learn and be the blueprint at the same time. The whole time. Some niggas choose to do that by, you feel me, repeating the cycle that they been in. And other niggas choose to do that by actually trying to level up where we even start at. Feel me? It ain't too many niggas out here actually investing in where they come from and investing in the little niggas on they block. Like, nah, nigga, you don't gotta throw your life away, bro. You could really do some shit. And I was lucky, cause I had motherfuckers in my life that showed me, like, yeah, nigga, you could really do some shit. You don't even gotta do that. So, I'm the type nigga, I never really been interested in that shit. I don't give a fuck about if you a gangbanger. Nigga, you could have 10 hats, I'm gonna talk to you like you got 0. I don't give a fuck. Personally. Cause, like, at the end of the day, bro, everybody human. Oh, nigga, you but a man, bro. You bleed like me. It's different. So what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, niggas glorify that shit and they try and impress niggas and look cool for niggas that ain't got shit going for them. Fuck all that, bro. I'm trying to be a billionaire. I want to be the first nigga that got money like Bill Gates, bro. 100 billion do not sound too bad. I ain't gonna lie, that don't sound too bad at all. I'd take that any day. Over looking over my shoulder every time. Nigga, I already spent 19 years of my life looking over my shoulder every time I go outside, bro. I'm tired of that shit. I want to get some money and get the fuck up out of here. Niggas be lost, bro. But it's cause we ain't never seen no positive shit.
Proven true, but who is this man? He is the son of a corrupt alderman that lobbied for $1 million contracts to benefit the construction company he worked for before being pardoned by the President of the United States when he got caught in a fraud case, and his uncle, the one who likely secured the pardon, was a board member for the government agency responsible for all the money the U.S. sends to other countries. He managed the campaign for the longest serving governor in the history of Massachusetts, and he was an informal advisor for President Clinton. To say his uncle was a powerful man is an understatement. How does a man with a family this powerful and influential enough to ask for a presidential pardon become an adult content creator with a hip-hop culture podcast? There's no way the FBI came to his house without a member of his family informing him beforehand, and I'm not saying he's a government informant, I'm just saying I can't rule it out. Looking at Adam 22 as a culture vulture is just a distraction compared to what he could actually be. He has days.
That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, all these interviewers and shit that you see and all these motherfuckers that won. Bro, what the fuck do a white man from California even have? Like, why would that nigga, like, you gotta think, why would he have interest in talking to you about your experience growing up where you grew up and like going through the shit that you going through? And he asking you the most incriminating shit possible. Like, DJ Vlad straight up be asking if niggas got shot or niggas had a gun, like shit like that. And you just, you none the wiser. You just over there looking like a dumbass, a damn goofy. Yapping. Just yapping, bro. These niggas get on any platform and start self-snitching, bro. That shit is crazy.
Days worth of footage on Brick Baby saying things a man with 2 strikes in California should not be.
Bro, where the fuck y'all think these Ricos coming from, bro? This shit getting to me. I ain't gonna lie. All these random ass Rico cases and shit that they getting on it, bro. Where y'all think they even getting this information from? Niggas think, niggas from the hood snitching, bro. Half the time, niggas from the hood don't even be in the loop, bro. Sometimes these niggas be, you feel me? A lot of these niggas, they don't even really be involved in shit. They don't be in nothing. It be them motherfuckers who got that clout and shit, and then they just start running their mouth, cause they so focused on clout chasing, they not even worried about where that shit gonna make them end up at, bro. And we see it so much.
Be saying. And as a result, the federal government has this too. Brick has enough clout and charisma to do his own podcast to make a living, but being in too deep with the rolling 60s, still, at nearly 40 years old, he dug his own grave. He'll still probably be out before Big U. Lil Baby, from 2017 to now, his career has gone in the wrong direction. When the court in Atlanta is playing recordings of men insinuating that you, a 30-year-old man, have placed bounties on people's head when you're a millionaire, you have made a fatal error. With all the weird things you probably did with Michael Rubin, it appears you failed to learn the most important thing he could have taught you, because the closest you will see a guy like him to street politics is when he makes all these rappers come party on his boat like a bunch of thoughts. I'm not trying to be bogus, I'm just calling it out like it is. 21 Savage, I used to listen to you back in 2016, but at your age, still rapping like you in the hood, killing anything but a fly that buzz past your head, is embarrassing. A lot of y'all, you, Baby, and Young Thug, guys that could really drop game and show the little YNs how to make it out, will rather pretend to be gang members. Thug, you can't be a gang member, cause half your gang pled guilty and showed them people in court a lot of respect. One of your main shooters threw you under the bus, so he has no loyalty to you. Shout out to Woody for taking care of his family, but if that case wasn't live streamed, it wouldn't have been no I don't recall. He would have recalled everything he did in fact tell those detectives in the interrogation room. So what's the point of being in a gang? If the guy shooting for you provides the most evidence against you, the dude you made rich and signed to a deal that pretended to be a Crip won't even sit in a cell with you for 6 whole months. All the rappers in Chicago either die or lose their buzz after 2 years. The whole Jacksonville rap scene that had the most mainstream success is either dead or in jail getting testified against by their father, aside from a couple. New York drill is dead. Y'all boys are getting hit by the feds every time it looks like they took a break. The main hope for hip-hop in New York got told on by his own friend. The streets is dead. And we got people with money and influence, and people with influence that could have got some money, all either suffering or about to suffer the consequences. It's embarrassing. Malcolm X once laughed at and mocked the fact that in the black community, musicians and comedians were made to be the leaders by those who actually had the power to put money and influence behind them. 300 Entertainment, responsible for Young Thug and the whole music aspect of YSL, Metro Boomin, Megan Thee Stallion, YNW Melly, QC, the label responsible for Lil Baby, the Migos, Cardi B, and many more. First of all, the founder of 300 worked for a bank responsible for the illegal under international law displacement of Palestinians. The rest of these artists are all under labels owned by Warner, which is headed by oligarchs not even born in the United States. Somebody has been working for decades to put money behind embarrassments to our community, and we wonder why others don't take us serious. Why someone like Adam 22 doesn't fear the consequences of what he does, because he knows it's easier to pit people with money and influence against their own community. And that's because the wrong people are put in these positions. I come from the south side of Chicago. I've seen gang members in the black community, and I've seen judges, police officers, and doctors in.
And bro, this nigga talking that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, cause that's why you feel me. It's certain niggas you see, and certain like you feel me, they not going. This shit so systemic, bro. They never gonna put anybody who they know has their head on their shoulders right in a position of power, bro. It's never gonna happen, bro. We never gonna see that unless we do it ourselves. Cause there's no way black people been running the entertainment industry as a whole, mind you. Since I say, shit, what, like, black entertainment really started popping off around the 90s. The music industry really popped off in like the 60s. At first it was really just the musicians, but eventually it bled into the entertainment industry too. Nigga, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, cause like we ain't never even the ones that we have that were seen as unproblematic and shit like that, bro. A lot of them had their own vices. We ain't never had no stable, real, like a real nigga for the community, for black people as a whole, for real. Pop out the music game. Aside from a couple few examples, and even then they really wasn't even doing it for their whole community or doing it for the community as a whole. You feel me? We ain't never seen no like a unified. I don't want to say a unified black populace, but like a unified black populace, bro. We never seen that shit, and it's cause it's systemic, bro. They do everything in their power to break that shit down, and niggas don't try to. We don't even fight back, bro. Like niggas fight back, but we don't fight back in the right way. All it takes is for the right person to get put in that position one time, and shit could be so much different, bro. But the way I see it with how shit going right now is likely never gonna happen, cause we so rooted in this shit, and this shit been going on for so long. It's like they know how to handpick the motherfucker that's a real crash dummy, and then they really made it so that the internet promote that shit, nigga. When you like them crash out posts and shit, and you all on that shit, bro, and that's all that's getting pushed to you, that's all you saying, bro, I guarantee you that nigga Ronald Reagan in his grave right now laughing his ass off, bro. Where Unc at when you need him? It hit different. All that shit, it hit different. What am I talking about? But on some real shit though, like, yeah, I can't even say Ronald Reagan, but you know how that go, bro. Like, they just don't, nigga. We not in a position to win, bro. We've never been in a position to win. That's just how shit go, bro. That's just how it is.
Who doesn't fear the consequences of what he does, sadly, because he knows it's easy.
We gotta fight that shit, bro. Niggas gotta fight that shit.
To pit people with money and influence against their own community. And that's because the wrong people are put in these positions. I come from the south side of Chicago. I've seen gang members in the black community, and I've seen judges, police officers, and doctors in our community. Violence interrupters in the hood. Men who literally and metaphorically jump in front of bullets before they start flying.
And then it's crazy too, chat, because all we were like, it's some toxic traits in our community, like on some real shit. Like it be times, it be little shit that we do that throw me off. Cause like we one of the only communities where we see people from that look like us doing right and trying to provide the right way, and we ostracize them, bro. Like you don't hear niggas when they younger talking about, oh, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer. You don't really hear that too much. You hear, I want to be a rapper, I want to be a ball player, any type of ball player, shit like that. Like that's really what you hear from that shit. Cause from a young age, and I've experienced this in my life, bro. If you don't really want to be around that, or you don't really want to do that, bro, niggas think you a bitch. Off the rip, they think you a bitch. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. And it's really when we younger, I ain't gonna lie. Because I seen this shit happen to other niggas. Niggas try to do this shit to me. Like, even though I had those same dreams when I was a kid. I did want to be a ball player. I did want to low-key be a rapper and shit like that. I used to want shit like that. But at the same time, you feel me? If you got your head on right and you stay out of trouble and you feel me, you a real, like, solid stand-up nigga, a lot of niggas will think you a bitch, bro. Or a lot of niggas will think they could get one over you or some shit like that, simply because you don't promote the fact that you will kill a nigga, or the fact that you will hurt a nigga or beat a nigga up, or you feel me? You're not overly a rah-rah. You're not overly a in the streets type nigga. Niggas think you a bitch off the rip. And that's one of the goofiest things in the black community that I cannot stand, bro. I cannot stand that shit. Cause it's like them nigga, you want a nigga to put money on your books when you go to jail, bitch. That's the motherfucker that's gonna do it. Nigga, you on the block with everything ain't gonna do it, bro. Y'all got $100 share between 4 niggas right now. Them niggas not putting money on your books, bro. They trying to eat. It's different.
You'll never see millions of dollars put behind them. And it's not about race, because as the Romans knew when they conquered the known world, divide and conquer is how you gain control of everything. Exactly. The same reason a killer is more famous than a mathematician is the same reason that those that don't know us think that this is what we all are. I seen a lot growing up on the south side. I saw men die every day, but one thing I never saw was BLM. Once again, divide and conquer. And don't let my video do this to you. I love everybody. I'm just not gonna lie to you or sugarcoat, especially not to benefit one community over the other. Because at the end of the day, most of us are not billionaires, so we actually all in this together. But again, it's much easier to pit all of us against each other.
Chat, y'all gotta understand, bro. We can only go forward. I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with that video. I fuck with Trap University vids too. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga, actually, like, I appreciate the way that bro like speak on topics and shit, cause it's certain shit that like a motherfucker say where you know what they talking about. Like, yeah, bro. I fuck with that John. I ain't gonna lie, and that's a fact. I feel like, yeah. It's like they poison niggas from the inside out, bro. And then make you think that the niggas down the block is the ones poisoning. But that's besides the point. We gonna get the fuck up out of here, Jay. I know the protocol. Without further ado, we gonna so listen to that. Stay blessed, stay pretty, and stay hydrated, man. Check. Class dismissed.